Man of Steel 2, which we talked about, a couple of weeks ago on the show, because Dwayne The Rock Johnson, we found out, had basically kicked down Warner Brothers' doors and said, this is what's happening. And what was happening was Henry Cavill was coming back to play Superman, and he wanted his own movie too. And apparently The Rock got all of that, and now this is rolling fully now. This is coming to us from Collider. You see the headline here. Man of Steel 2 is reportedly in development with Henry Cavill after almost 10 years, guys. It is 10 years, isn't it? Wasn't it 2012?
It was 2013.
Oh,
so yeah.
It will be 10 years.
I mean,
it'll be over 10 years when the movie comes out,
dude,
right?
By 12, 13 years, probably, yeah.
Yeah, so...
good thing Henry Cavill is actually Superman, because...
Right, yeah. So where they're at in the development process, guys, is they're looking for a writer right now. So again, this is very early on. This is a Superman movie with Henry Cavill, so this is probably going to happen. You can take that to the bank. But again, this is very early on. They don't even have a script. They're looking for a writer to get a script written. But this is for me, this is exciting news. I still think Man of Steel is one of the most underrated comic book movies of all time. I think it doesn't get enough credit. I think Superman, as we all know, and most of us can agree, is the penultimate, hero and comic book character. And
Superman.
Yeah, and so to not have him for over a decade feels freaking crazy, man. It feels really crazy. Even if you weren't going to have Cavill back, maybe you should have did somebody else in that time, whatever. We did, of course, get the little shot of a chest of Superman in Shazam, but...
Well, that's the Clark and Lois CW show.
Yeah, I'm not counting anything CW. So, but this is what we're seeing now, that they are working on it. And, all I hope is that they are bringing Hans Zimmer back. That's all I care about.
Yes.
Hans Zimmer's score was one of the best parts about that movie. So that would be awesome if they're going to bring Cavill back. Why not? And maybe we somehow see Black Adam in this movie, or maybe this Superman movie is kind of like Batman versus Superman, only
Black Adam versus Superman.
Right, only where that movie was Batman's movie. Maybe this is Superman versus Black Adam, but it's actually Superman's movie. That would maybe be cool, but I'm going to be honest, I would probably rather just give me I haven't had Superman in so long, I don't want to convolute everything up and get too much shit thrown in there. Just give me Henry Cavill as Superman. I don't care if he's saving cats out of trees. I just want more Henry Cavill as Superman. So as long as I'm getting that, I'm okay. So, Lucas, you're hearing about this. Again, we talked about it a little bit last week. We knew that this was, going to happen eventually. But now we're hearing reports that they're on the lookout for a writer. It's actually in development. This is happening. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. Are you... Superman, and I think I said this before, it is and always will be probably my favorite comic book character of all time. I mean, it just holds such a close place to my heart. You know what I mean? I grew up in Kansas, so obviously I can relate to where he grew up. Yeah, but more like in Metropolis. Yeah, and my dad is Pa Kent or whatever. No, but Man of Steel specifically is such a dude. I would put it up there as probably top 3 of my favorite comic book movies of all time, man. I've always from the first time I watched it in theaters, dude, I was like, this is it. Like, yeah, and even Batman vs Superman, especially the director's the Ultimate Edition or whatever. I just love Henry Cavill as Superman, and I feel like we got teased a little bit with it back in March of last year when we got somewhat extra footage, from the Snyder Cut. And man, I've known it in my gut that this was coming, but it feels so good to know that it is. I agree with you though. I think that if they're gonna do a Black Adam, versus Superman movie, it would have to be Superman's movie, which is why I don't want them to do it, at least not for Man of Steel. Because I kind of want to just have a Superman movie again. You know, have him fight Brainiac or have him fight, have Lex Luthor or...
He's fighting crime, man. Superman does that too.
He does. Saves cats out of trees. I mean, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like it's been a long time, obviously, since we've had some... I mean, we got Zod. And I guess we did get Doomsday. But, you know, I want even Lex Luthor, just a Lex versus Superman movie, I think would be great. Because it'd be pretty grounded.